Hey, thanks for tuning in. I am going lo-fi because I realized I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to do things a certain way, and I realized I don't have to. Yeah. So I'll be looking down a lot because I am currently weaving in all the ends on this sweater vest, and probably by the time I post next week's video, you'll be able to see what it looks like. I've just been realizing that sometimes life moves a lot slower than you want it to or you think it should, and you have to practice patience. I'm in between day jobs at the moment, and I don't know what's next. Have I applied to things? Of course. Have they gotten back to me? Of course not. So I have to flex my patience muscle. And today, of all days, I've felt the most restless and uncertain how to get started. And unlike yesterday, where I had a plan, executed the plan pretty much exactly, I just needed today to not go perfectly to plan. Or like the lesson I'm continuing to learn is that I must be patient and be open to the synchronicities of things. And if you're truly here to see what I crochet, I know you'll stick around. And, you know, if you want to see what other art I get up to, you'll stick around. If you thought, oh, she's going to talk about books she's reading, I got you. Let's do a little bookish update, which is still an interest of mine. I still like reading, I promise. I just started a book all about integrity, and okay, I'm gonna stop weaving in so I can put two. I'm gonna whip stitch two together. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done, and we'll see how long that takes as I multitask. So what am I saying? The book I'm reading, yeah, it's all about integrity. And meanwhile, I'm in a book club, and I should be reading Sound and the Fury. And so that's what I want to do after I get done with my work stuff. And there's a couple other books, all very introspective nonfiction. I finished The Quickening, and I really liked that. I also liked Saving Time, Jenny Odell's book. So I'm in that mood as I, in my mind, wrap up the year. Don't know why I stick so strongly to it, but I feel like my new year really starts in March, personally. Just historically, I suppose, it's when bigger changes tend to surface. But it's also in my personal life, just a lot more renewals, and usually by that point, right, I've made the decision on whether I want to stay in the city I'm living in, and I might re-sign my lease, or this year's exciting because I'm looking for a new place. Thoughtful and meaningfully engaged. Like, I was reading one book, and I wish I remember the quote, but essentially, you know, what's the point if you just get caught up in a million things? And I certainly have felt that way a little bit with all the projects I want to do. I've been collecting so many different patterns, and rather than kind of being like, okay, that's what I'm going to make this month, I've been way too like, well, I guess I got to get through all these other things to make it. And that's not healthy. It's not a good mindset. So I'm trying to reconfigure that a little bit for myself and be okay with what's going on. I'm nearly done. I'm going to keep chatting until I'm done with this one whip stitch, which I realize I've been doing so poorly. Yikes, y'all. Yikes. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. The corner is just baking me out. False alarm. Probably cut way too long of a piece there. Okay. That is what those two granny squares now attached to these other two looks like. Basically, I want to come on here and say that I'm battling with being consistent, with naturally, embracing my flow of things and kind of being at an end of year feeling even in February. And then March, things kind of come alive a little bit. But everything's a work in progress.